Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are all having a fabulous day here today. We are back on Solo Leveling Rise. Two things real quick. First, I want to thank you all for the goal of 4.2k subscribers. We cracked that, destroyed that. I want to thank you all. Really does mean a lot to me. On top of that, this also happened. We officially cracked 300 supporters, which is first off insane. And on top of that, we're officially ranked 18 on the creator list, which is insanity too. So first off, thank you all. I cannot wait to give back to you. I got some very exciting things coming soon. And again, I'll keep you guys updated with everything. So it truly means the world to me. Thank you all. Just a quick little thing. 300 supporters, 4.2k subs. Holy hell. Thank you all. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, truly appreciate it. With that out the way, today we're talking about SSR weapons, the stuff to not mess up with, things that you have to know about this entire system, and everything to craft first before you craft other things, because there are a sort of importance to some weapons versus some other weapons. So please keep this in mind. It's a very important thing to, again, sort of craft in an order, just because this material is very hard to come by. So with that issue, do it properly. Obviously, like and subscribe helps out a ton. Let's hop into it. First things first, let's hop over to the tab to craft weapons. If you want to craft weapons, you gotta go over here to the crafting tab. I made a full video describing what you need to do and how to acquire this currency, so you can check back on the channel for that, for the best ways to get this and the fastest ways to get this currency, being these two over here. Besides that, these are all the weapons you can craft using this system. Any character that is not Jinwoo has a weapon that can be crafted for them. Again, for example, we have this character over here with this weapon, a Gentle Touch, Eternal Slumber, Night Thoughts on a different level, Equivalent Exchange, Intercept, the Sword of Light, Solid Logic. We have Suppressed White Tiger Soul, Howling White Tiger Soul, and then again Unparalleled Bravery. There we go. That's all, again, the weapons in the game as of right now. Anytime a new hunter releases, they will allow you to craft their weapon. Again, depending on what you have as a currency, that's how you're going to be able to craft those weapons. That is how it operates. Cool? Cool. Very simple. Beyond that, how, again, this system is sort of used is first you have to acquire the weapon, and then you have to dupe the weapon. So there's two different stages to this, right? First, in my opinion, before duping any weapon, acquire the ones you need. That's, like, in my opinion, the best advice I can give you. Do not just go in like, oh, dude, I'm going to be using Cha every single day, or I'm going to be using Emma. I'm going to be using Emma every single day. Let me just max dupe Emma and run it that way. If you want to, you can, but there are a lot of good status effects from these weapons, so having your full team have all their status effects versus having one character have max status effects, maybe you might go with the other option, right? So, what are the best weapons? I'm going to try to do this in order, in my opinion, of what I feel like are the best weapons. First things first, what I will say is this. If you need to go and acquire a weapon, the first weapon that I would acquire is the weapon that you have a character, or rather, a character that you have, right? Let's say you have Emma. Are you using Emma? If the answer is yes, go ahead and craft Emma's weapon. That's it. That's simply how I would do it in your case. Just look for the character you have, the most used character you have, give them the benefit. As of right now, the best characters, obviously, that have, or the best weapons with each character, will be like Cha with her weapon. Her weapon's huge for Cha. For example, over here, Silvermane with his weapon, it's a very big addition. And then Choi with his weapon is a very big addition. I think these three weapons alone just, they create a whole new tier, and that's why these characters were released the way they were. That's why their weapon is given for free, because these weapons help these characters a crap ton, a absolute crap ton. So, what I would say is, if you have Silvermane, which is the first character to launch globally without his weapon, get Silvermane his weapon ASAP so that you can actually use Silvermane. He needs his weapon, correct? For example, a character like Emma can survive for a while without getting her weapon. She wants her weapon, but a character like Silvermane really wants that weapon, and it's a very powerful weapon. So what I will say is first, if you have Choi, you don't have Choi's weapon, get Choi his weapon. You have Cha, she already has her weapon, plus a duplicate you should be able to get. That's already a one weapon. I wouldn't go for more, but if, let's say this video gets to you late, and you didn't get the weapon for Cha, make sure Cha gets her weapon. Cha, Choi, and Silvermane. Make sure they all get their weapon, because they need it. They really need it. Now, on the list of regular hunters that are not limited or have gotten the ability to get a free weapon, I would say the best character for a weapon will be between this one over here being Emma. Emma's weapon is very powerful. Increases the damage dealt to targets affected by the break effect by 4%. When heat absorption activates, the user's damage dealt increased by 1.5%, stacking him to 4 times. It's a pretty good weapon, a pretty powerful weapon. Again, Emma's a pretty used character, like constantly used character, so it is pretty solid if you want to go for that. Again, given, I would say like the best way to look at it is, who is the top 3 characters you're going to be using? You're going to be using her, you're going to be using this character over here, and again, her weapon is also pretty good. Increases the user's critical hit damage by 5% when the user uses Water Dragon Rush, Lightning Kick, Heavy Attack, Water Dragon Rush, or Heavy Attack, Lightning Kick. Increases critical damage, or hit damage by 1%, stacking up to 20 times. Very powerful also. But again, these are characters you're going to be using. This over here, and Min, right? Min, I think that's how you say his name. I don't know the whole pronunciation, but Min. I'm not gonna try that. Increase the user's HP by 2.5%. Sorry, when the user uses Heavenly Blessing, right, the buff, the user and the team members' damage dealt increased by 4% for 16 seconds. So again, very, very cool stuff. These all effects are very powerful. What I would say in order would be this: I would first go for a character like Emma. I would give Emma her weapon. She's very powerful with it. Give Emma her weapon. Make sure to give her weapon next. That's kind of how I would do things. And then again, after that, you can definitely consider to give give Min his weapon, right? It's also pretty good. So there is that. Before that, also you do have this over here. Is not a bad weapon for him. Increases the user's dark damage by 4% when they use a basic attack within 10 seconds. After using quick attack Typhoon Fire, it increases their attack by 6% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. It's not bad. It's pretty solid too. But it just depends again on who you want to build. So again, you want to make sure Cha, Choi, and Silvermane have their weapons. You want to make sure Emma gets her weapon. Now you're already like deep into the currency, right? So let's say you've already acquired Cha's weapon for free. We don't count that. Silvermane kind of want his weapon. You may have pulled for him. There's that. If you don't have Silvermane, it's not really a requirement. You don't have Choi, not really a requirement. Then give it to Emma, correct? Then give it to Seo over here. Then give it to whoever else afterwards. Let's say, oh, I got Choi. Do I give it to Choi? Yeah, gotta give it to Choi. He's very good with his weapon, right? So again, keep that in mind. Choi's weapon is like insanity, I think, right? His weapon is insane. Increase the user's attack by 5% when attacking burned. Okay, burned targets by Choi. The target's defense decreased by 7% for 5 seconds, allowing him to again do a lot of damage. So it is very powerful. And again, that's kind of how this thing entire works here. This weapon is for free, I believe so, and it's pretty garbage. It's like the worst weapon ever. I think it's dog crap. So don't even craft that if you had to. Don't even craft that. This over here isn't bad. It's not terrible. But if you are using this character, it's pretty solid. It's like, if I would rate it, it's like mid. Or not like mid, like, it's good, not broken. It's good. I could use it. It's like good. Yeah. The user's wind damage increases by 4%. Increases the user's basic skill damage by 3%. When the impulsive revenge or madness effects activate, stack him to 4 times. So yeah, it's good. Okay. So Emma, CEO, and Min, I think are pretty good picks. I would then say I left him out, right? He's not bad either, actually. This weapon's good too. Increases the light damage by 4% when attacking targets with white flames, which he applies. Increases the user's defense by 5% for 20 seconds. It's not half bad, so you can definitely say it's around the same tier as this. But definitely, I would say Emma and that pretty good. And then again, your support character is pretty good. Because you're going to use these 3 characters constantly. So give them the weapons first, obviously speaking, correct? Besides that, though, I would say that if I were to tier this off, let's tier this off, ready? Let's do Choi, Cha, Silvermane. That's tier 1. Make sure you get those. Got it? Once, maybe those are acquired, and those that you don't have, you don't need them, so X them out. You then progress on to tier 2. Make sure Emma, okay? Make sure Seo, and make sure Min, in that order, get them. And then after that, focus on the other 3, whoever it may be. There's no priority. Just focus on the other 3, whether it be this one over here, whether it be this one over here, whether it be this one over here. Focus on those 3 and then go about it that way. I think that's the best way to do it. Where's Bora and all this? Holy hell. She's in tier 3, right? She's like, you can wait to get her weapon. Her weapon's not bad though, but it's pretty solid too. Increase the user's attack by 2.5%. Targets hit by the user's strengthening charm have both the damage they take from critical hits and their chance of receiving critical hits damage increased by 2.5% for again 12 seconds. You want to max that thing out? It's pretty nasty, but yeah, this is good. It's just like I do think that the other characters need it first, then you can give it to her, right? So you could say like between like a very close to tier 2 area, yeah? So there's that, but that's my 10 cents on how to craft weapons and what to aim for, and that's how I feel about it. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this works out for you, and let me know your thought process.